Hi, my name's Jason Morris. I'm a lawyer working in Sherwood Park at Round Table Law. And welcome to the first in a series of videos answering simple questions about the law. Today's video, what is a will? A will is basically a legal document that lets you make certain decisions about what's going to happen to your property and what's going to happen with your minor children after you die. There are two main kinds of wills. The first kind is called a holographic will, which is not nearly as cool and science fiction-y as it actually sounds. A holographic will is just a will that's written in your own handwriting and signed at the bottom. The other kind of will, which doesn't really have a name, so I'm just going to call it a typical will, requires a little bit more rigmarole to make happen. It has to be signed by you still, but it also has to be witnessed by two people who have to meet certain requirements, and it has to be witnessed in a certain way. Either kind of will, though, will let you achieve the same objective. The first objective that a will generally be used to achieve is deciding what happens with minor children after you die. You can say who their guardians are going to be, which is pretty straightforward. And then you can also make decisions about what they can and can't do with their inheritance until they reach a certain age. That's where things get interesting. The second kind of decision that's typically made in a will is what's going to be done with your property after you die. This is where you get to do fun things like writing people in and out of your will. Generally, it's dealt with two levels of gifts. The first is specific gifts. You have a particular thing that you want given to a particular person. After you've dealt with specific gifts, everything else that you have is going to be kind of collected up in a pool and divided up among your heirs. You get to say who your heirs are and how much of your estate is going to go to each of them. That, again, is not usually terribly complicated, but a good will should also deal with situations that weren't expected, like some of your heirs dying before you, or some of your heirs dying before you, but some of your heirs' children surviving. One of the circumstances that a good will should also deal with is the circumstance where you and all of your heirs have died. In that case, you need something called a ultimate beneficiary, usually a charity. A lawyer can help you with a lot of these things. They can help you decide who should administer your estate. They can help you with the wide variety of options you have for what your kids can and can't do with your money before they reach whatever age you choose, and how to divide up your estate based on who has survived. They can also make sure that all the requirements for signing it have been met, that you're not trying to do anything that's prevented by law, and they can give you advice about where to keep it and what to do with it. A person generally needs a will once they have life insurance, some significant amount of money, children, or any specific desires about what's going to happen to their property after they die. Once you have a will, it should probably be updated every time there's a major change in your life, getting married, getting divorced, having kids, and it should probably be reviewed once every 5 years or so, just to make sure that it still matches what you'd like to have happen when you pass. If you're interested in getting a will, feel free to get in touch with me. If you're in the greater Edmonton area, I'm available by email at jason@roundtablelaw.ca. Thanks for watching.